I recently saw someone stringing a necklace of pearls. Their old necklace, the silk that had gone between the pearls, was looking a bit old and tatty and a bit ugh, and so they decided they'd want to restring the pearls, and so that's what they did, and it was fascinating. They got a little needle and with silk thread and started inserting the needle through the pearl, and then on the other side they would tie a knot, and that knot would secure that particular pearl there. Then they would get another pearl and slide it on, and repeat. Now that knot would, yes, of course, secure the pearl there, but it would also cause a very small little gap to between the two pearls, so that they you could see that there are different pearls, but that also that they wouldn't slide off if the string broke, or it would the two pearls couldn't rub against each other and cause friction and cause the pearls to wear down. And it was quite amazing watching them do it. It was very precise. They had to be very mindful and very focused in what they were doing. And um, and eventually, as they knotted these pearls and put them on, there was this beautiful necklace that was formed of all these different little pearls that were joined together. And I love the idea of something tangible and tactile, where you're doing something very physical, very you can feel it, and at the end you've got something to show for yourself. And it's I think in this digital world we need to do more of that, knitting or craft or building something or just getting your hands dirty. It's a difference between an electronic book and a physical book, and I like both, but sometimes I prefer just a physical book to feel the texture of the paper. But I digress. Um, Thinking about these stringing the pearls together experience where you get one idea and then you get another idea and you go, oh, they join together. They're like, oh, I've joined the dots. And it's like, ding, right. And then you might get another idea and you join those ones. Oh, and it's like this, these things just start to come together. Connections are made, and there is something beautiful and purposeful about what comes out. And it's much like one wisdom pearl next to another wisdom pearl, next to another wisdom pearl, next to another wisdom pearl. And there is this wonderful little piece of teaching from the Hasidic Judaism, which says this: rake the muck this way, rake the muck that way, it will still be muck. In the time you are brooding, you could be on your way, stringing pearls for the delight of heaven. Love that little saying. And then philosopher Martin Buber, he adds to it this way: you can break the muck this way, rake the muck that way, it will always be muck. Have I sinned or have I not sinned? In the time I'm brooding over it, I could be stringing pearls for the delight of heaven. So I love it. Raking, muck raking, oh, going over and over and trying, ugh. Whereas all along you could be actually looking for wisdom and pearls and joining them together. I know what I'd much rather do. But this phrase "to string pearls together" is actually even goes deeper than that, and it's actually referring to uh, joining portions of scripture together to make a big statement, sort of thing. And actually, when Jesus was baptized and he came up out of the water, there were a string of pearls as such presented to him. And here's the passage, and I'll explain it a bit more. When Jesus had been baptized, just as he came up out of the water, suddenly the heavens were opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, "This is my Son, the beloved, with whom I am well pleased." Now, you notice I emphasize those things. This is my Son, the beloved, with whom I am well pleased. And in that last portion of the passage, there is a string of pearls, pearls from other portions of Scripture joined together. This is my Son. That comes from Psalm 2, verse 7. The beloved, that's from Genesis 22, verse 2, with whom I'm well pleased. Isaiah 42, verse 1. And so there is one pearl joined string to another pearl and to another pearl. And I think those early listeners, when they heard these baptismal utterance, would have gone, wow, there's a string of pearls. This is really powerful confirmation stuff. Um, Personally, I want to spend time in scripture and find the pearls. I want to find the pearls. I want to join them together. I want to join the dots. I want to share them with other people. That's kind of my passion. Why would I want to rake muck? Raking muck is complete opposite to stringing the pearls, finding the good, finding the wisdom. I just want to string pearls. Now, if you were to look at the pearls of wisdom that you have found through your life, what would they be? All right, just think about it. What are some pearls that you would hold cherished that this is a pearl that I have really found, a piece of wisdom. Um, could you identify those little pearls that seem to guide you through tough times? Pearls that you would want to pass on to others, particularly into the next generation. And we often hear this. My mother used to say, sometimes it's negative. My mother used to say, do. Or my father always told me, da 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 da. And these, hopefully they're good pearls. These are often good things they want to pass on. This is a pearl they want to pass on. And I have a few of those pearls myself. Um, Pearls that have grown out of times when a parasite has entered my soul. And if you want to read more about that, go back a few posts where I talk about how pearl is formed. And this parasite wants to suck the life out of me. But then, like a mantle of wisdom has come over that parasite and suffocated that parasite and turned it into a pearl. And a pearl is kind of like the identity of a struggle that has happened and the beautiful outcome. And so I've got a few pearls that I go back to, and I've strung them together. And so here are 4 of my pearls. I've probably got hundreds, which is probably something I need to think about actually. What are my pearls? So here's one. Where I focus, I will go. Focus on the negatives, challenges will always take me down. Always. Focus on positives, good things will always give me hope. All right, that's one pearl. Another one is I am loved. That's a beautiful pearl on my chest. I am held. Oh, that's so good. I am known. And look, there are many, many, many others. Others that I want to string together and make a beautiful pearl necklace. And they kind of make up what I call a thinking compass, which is like this is where I go to guide my thinking, to train my brain, and order my days. But I want to string pearls for the delight of heaven, not rake the muck. I've written a poem. I'm looking for pearls, scouring the land, finding the beauty hidden, examining it in my hand. It cost me everything, the pearl of great price. Others think I'm foolish, but they have not the pearl merchant's eyes. I take this precious pearl, this wisdom beauty formed, drill the finest hole through the centre of its core. There is another pearl I found within my soul, another formation of struggle, provision for me to show. I find a silken thread, strong and created made, thread it through the holes I've drilled, knots on either side. Every pearl has a glory, there is a wisdom's worth, every pearl has a story of how it came to birth. Each pearl becomes a prayer bead on a thread. I recite the wisdom found, they keep me in good stead. I focus my eyes on the gift, beauty out of the struggle made. I only show them to a few, save others, those who will honour God's beauty made. not to pigs or to dogs, not to those who delight to rake the muck. They won't know the value, the wisdom God has made out of all the yuck. I string a pearl, angels sing a workman's song, choirs break out in celebration, all for the delight of heaven. Hey, I hope you found this helpful. This is the vision. The idea is that we've all got pearls. How about stringing them together? How about making a necklace as such? How about sharing those with people that actually value the value of a pearl? And if you want to come over, or if you want to leave a comment down below, love to read comments. And I've actually opened up the comments on the website, so people can leave comments there. Send me an email. I really do enjoy hearing from people who read and listen and watch my content. And may this week be a week where you discover the pearls that have formed in your soul and you start to string them together, and there's a wholeness that comes into you. Bye.